Hello everyone. In today's session, we would be looking into the advantages and disadvantages of cloud computing. To start with, let us look into the benefits of cloud computing. Cost savings. One of the biggest advantages of cloud computing is that it is highly cost effective. As we do not need to invest in any physical hardware or infrastructure, it saves you a substantial amount of money. Today we'll talk about 4 ways in which you will be saving your costs if you choose a cloud-based solution. Hardware costs. As I mentioned earlier, if you opt for cloud computing, you won't need an expensive in-house hardware setup. Imagine that your company is growing and you have a constant need to invest in new equipment. How inconvenient would that be if you had to do it on-premise? By switching to cloud, these resources can be acquired instantly on demand, giving you the flexibility that you can't achieve on-premise. Maintenance costs. Maintenance costs can also be minimized to a great extent by using cloud solutions. How? Because the hardware is supplied by your cloud service provider and your data is stored off-site. You don't need a large number of in-house staff to maintain it. Productivity costs. When you deploy cloud software, you reduce the installation times to a great extent. Something that would have taken weeks to months could be done in few hours or less when you use a cloud-based solution. Adoption costs. The cloud solutions are very easy to adopt and you can straight away cut down the training time for the employees and speed up the adoption across the company. Now, the second advantage of using a cloud-based solution is the high security that it provides. Many a times, we see that the organizations raise concerns about security when it comes to shifting to cloud computing. This is quite understandable because how can we feel secure when all of our data, files and programs are not controlled by us on premise and controlled by some third party offsite? But let me tell you something important here. It is the cloud service provider's full-time responsibility to take care of your data. It is their job to carefully monitor the security, and it is in fact more efficient than a conventional in-house system. As an example, you could compare it with a bank that safeguards all your money and is more efficient than the safety system at your home. The next great benefit of adopting cloud-based solution is its flexibility. I'm sure you all agree with me on one point that the world is very much moving away from the standard 9 to 5 on-site working hours, especially as we go through the ongoing pandemic of COVID-19. Many organizations have revisited their policies on this. In this scenario, the cloud-based solution could truly bring a great amount of flexibility into your business. The cloud effectively enables the employees to work from any remote location. This allows them to be productive at all times, even if they are unable to be on-premise. In terms of infrastructure, the cloud offers a great amount of flexibility as compared to hosting on a local server, and anytime you need an increase or decrease in the bandwidth, the demand could be met instantly. Overall, the flexibility offered by cloud solutions can make a significant improvement in the efficiency of your organization. The next advantage that I would be discussing is its mobility. With cloud computing, all the corporate data could be accessed via smartphones and devices. All your employees can access the data conveniently from any smart device with access to internet. This improves the employee's performance, work-life balance, and therefore a better employee satisfaction. High speed is one of the other benefits that a cloud-based solution can offer. Cloud computing enables us to deploy a service very quickly and get the resources required for the system in as less as a few minutes. This is very much time saving when compared to the traditional practice that might take days to weeks to months sometimes. The next advantage that we are going to discuss about is the scalability of cloud computing. It is important that we talk about the scalability when we discuss the benefits of cloud computing. You can quickly scale up or scale down the infrastructure needs based on your business rather than investing in the purchase and installation of expensive upgrades on-premise. Your cloud service provider can handle that for you instantly, thus saving a lot of time, effort, and expenditure. One more benefit of using cloud is enhanced collaboration. In any organization that has 2 or more employees, collaboration between them becomes a top priority for efficient functioning. The cloud computing platform enables remotely located employees at different geographies to collaborate in a secure and convenient manner. Your team can view the data easily and coordinate, which increases the engagement and interest. The next benefit of using a cloud-based solution is that the cloud is always on. Imagine a scenario where you need an important file that you emailed yourself and it never went through. What happens when you use an on-premise infrastructure and storage? You will need to wait until you go back to your office and grab the data from your server. On the other hand, if your company is using a cloud-based solution, you can get the data you need from anywhere if you just have the internet connection. There are multiple other benefits of using a cloud-based solution, which you will realize as you go. I highly recommend you to research further on this topic and get more insights. Now that we have spoken enough about the benefits of cloud computing, let us take a look at the possible disadvantages of using a cloud-based solution. Number 1. Downtime. Downtime is considered as one of the major disadvantages of using cloud. As we know, the cloud service is internet-based. Service outages are expected and can occur at any time. You need to assess if your business can afford the impacts of the outage or slow down. No organization is immune to these kind of mishaps. In June and July 2019, we have seen that all the major cloud service providers, Google, Amazon, Cloudflare, Shopify, etc. were hit by severe outages. Number 2. Limited control. The next disadvantage of using cloud is limited control. The cloud infrastructure is owned, managed, and controlled and monitored completely by the cloud service provider. Based on the service that you're using, you might find that you have less control over the functioning of the services and their execution. Another possible downside of using cloud is its vulnerability to attacks, which might lead to security and privacy issues. Although cloud service providers implement the best security standards, as we are storing the important information on external service providers, it opens up risk factors. As everything is online, it is possible that your data is more vulnerable to potential hacks. Another possible downside of cloud computing is lack of redundancy. A cloud server is mostly not redundant or has a backup, so there is a real chance that you might lose the data. Hence, it is always recommended that you go for a redundancy plan well in advance, though this might cost you a little bit extra. Another disadvantage of using cloud is the technical issues. Despite the highest standards, we sometimes experience technical issues ranging from low to high severity when we use a cloud-based solution. And when there is such problem, you may not be able to manage it by yourself and you will need to contact the customer support of your provider. This support can be free of cost or paid, depending upon the situation. Having spoken about the major disadvantages of cloud, I would like to mention here that if you follow some best practices and risk management techniques, we could minimize the damage caused by these disadvantages and get the best out of cloud computing technology. The benefits of cloud computing outweigh the drawbacks, which is the reason why there is a huge shift from on-premise solutions to cloud-based solutions. There are many other advantages and disadvantages you might experience based on the context and usage. Please use the comment section for any questions that you might have, and I will do my best to get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks for watching this video.